Well, good morning and welcome here to Vienna. Welcome to the European Handball House for today's draw event. Two competitions are in the focus. We will be drawing the YAC 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2026, as well as the EHF Beach Handball Championship, the qualification event to the 2027 EHF Beach Handball Euro today. For both, we will draw a men's competition as well as a women's competition, so 4 draws in total, and both events will take place in July this year in the capital of Croatia, Zagreb. We are literally only minutes away, but before we start, I would like here to welcome on stage the Secretary General of the European Handball Federation, Martin Hausleitner, for some opening words.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear beach handball friends. It's a very special morning opening the beach handball season, and we are up to draw both events, the YAC Euro for the boys and girls 17 and the beach handball championship in 26, which mirrors the qualification for the Euro in 27. Both events will be hosted by the Croatian Handball Federation at the Jarun Lake. We have seen this place already in 2017 for a beach handball Euro. It was created an amazing atmosphere, and we are happy to be back in Croatia in summer 26. The YAC EHF Beach Handball Euro for boys and girls 27 will see 17 women teams and 16 men's teams, and the Beach Handball Championship for men and women will see 13 women team and 11 men teams. Both events are extremely important to create more visibility for our beloved sport, and we are looking really ahead to be back in Croatia in July this summer. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you very much, Martin. Well, we also have guests today of the hosts of the two championships, the Croatian Handball Federation. And I would very much like to welcome for today the head coach of the Croatian men's national team, Mr. Mladen Paracic, here with me on stage. Good morning. Good morning, Mladen.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Nervous? I mean, it'll come down to you to decide which groups the Croatian under-17 boys and girls teams, which group they will be playing into.
Of course, a little bit of nervous, but we are here to help. So I hope that everything will be okay from our side. So yeah, we will decide well.
Beach handball in Croatia has a very special status, you know, and you and your men's national team, you've won so many medals on European level, on world level as well. How come this that beach handball is so popular in Croatia?
I would say that handball in general is popular in Croatia because it is our second most popular sport after football, of course. And beach handball is on that wave too. We recently also we have increased the visibility of beach handball in Croatia by organizing a few tournaments across the different regions in Croatia. Except that, also of course, you mentioned the great results that our national selections have in last 20 years now. And when you put that together also with the federation support, then you get more visibility of our sport, young sport that needs to be developed. And I'm optimistic regarding that progress now in Croatia.
At some point in their life, boys and girls, they always have to make a choice. You know, what sport should they pick up? Give us 3 reasons why, when they come to that decision, when they come to those crossroads, why should they choose beach handball?
When we approach to the kids from the early years, we tell them that when they are going to, when they will play beach handball, they will have sun, fun, and of course sand. So that are the 3 things that most kids like. And then when you put that together with the competition, you get great sport. So that is our approach, and it is not so. It is also nice thing to be involved the kids from the early years in indoor handball as well. So it is a great way to do it with the kids.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Mladen. Well, we'll see you back a bit later today. But first of all, thank you very much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, well, let's start now with the draw for the women's event in the YAC17 EHF Beach Handball Euro. You can already see the teams and the pots here on my left-hand side. We have a total of 17 teams. Separated into 5 pots, 4 pots of 4 teams each, and 1 pot with Serbia in pot 5. Eventually, these 17 teams, they will be drawn into 4 groups. So we will have 1 group consisting out of 5 teams and 3 groups consisting out of 4 teams. We will first draw the teams from pots 5, 4, 3, and 2. Then we go into a short break because Croatia, as the host, they have the opportunity then to choose in which group they would like to be allocated to. And with that being said, I would like to hand over to the 3 people conducting the draw, and those 3 are the Chief Sports Officer of the European Handball Federation, Markus Glaser, and he's assisted today by the Chairwoman of the EHF Beach Handball Commission, Gabi Horvath, as well as by Martin Hausleitner, the Secretary General of the European Handball Federation.
Well, Thomas, thank you very much for the introduction and warm welcome here from the draw podium, as we call it. We are basically ready to start with the competition, which is with the first competition, which is the women's 17, the girls. You heard already that we will start with pot number 5. We have only 1 team in pot number 5 because we have 17 teams, which is kind of an odd number. Therefore, we have Group A, which has 5 teams, and for formal reasons, I will now draw the 1 team which we have in pot 5, which, according to the ranking in beach handball, is Serbia. Serbia is therefore not drawn, if you want to say so, but Serbia is allocated to position 5 in Group A. Having done this, we are ready to go into the normal rundown of a draw. We have 4 teams in the blue balls, and we have the 4 groups in the white balls. We will always starting by taking out a team, open the team, and afterwards take out the group, and we will see where the respective team is going. We are now starting with pot number 4 and make our way up, pot number 3, pot number 2, and then of course we have the choice of the host regarding pot number 1, but I will say a few words about this later on. So I think we are ready and we can start with the first team. And the first team is Czechia. So Czechia in row 4 will go to Group D. Next is the team of Romania. Romania goes to Group C. We continue with Switzerland. Switzerland goes to Group A and joins Serbia. And to conclude row number 4, there is Italy. There is one group left, and Italy goes to Group B, and that concludes row number 4. So we have Switzerland in A, Italy in B, Romania in C, and Czechia in D. And we will simply repeat this step once again. We have the teams and the groups for row number 3 here ready, and we can continue right away. The first team in pot number 3 is Bulgaria. Bulgaria goes to Group A. Next is Turkey. Turkey is drawn to Group D. Sweden. Sweden goes to Group B. And the last remaining team in row number 3 is the team of Slovakia. There is one position left, and Slovakia goes to Group C. And this is the draw for row number 3. We have Bulgaria, Switzerland, and Serbia in Group A. Sweden will play Italy in Group B. In Group C, the first 2 teams that have been drawn so far are Slovakia and Romania, while in Group D we have Turkey and Czechia. And with this, we are ready for pot number 2, and we continue in the same way. And we start pot 2 with the team of France. France goes to Group A. Next is Hungary. Hungary goes to Group B and will face Sweden and Italy. The Ukraine. The Ukraine goes to Group C. And to conclude row number 2, there is Poland. Poland goes to Group D. And with this, we have concluded row number 2.
Thank you very much, Marcus, Martin, and Gabi. Well, as we see here on the left-hand side, those are the results in the Women's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2026 as they stand after 13 out of 17 teams have been drawn. Croatia, as hosts of the tournament, and as we explained beforehand, they now have the opportunity to choose which group they would like to be allocated to for the preliminary round. And in order to give them the necessary time to think, we'll be looking at some highlights from last year's YAC 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro.
I've been thinking
So I think we have a decision, and for that and the announcement, I hand back to Markus Glaser.
So, as foreseen by the regulations, the hosting Federation of Croatia had the chance to decide in which group they would like to go, and I will announce that in a moment. We will first make sure that we have Croatia in the pot, and we open the red ball. And Croatia, as the host team, decided to go to Group D. Therefore, Croatia is allocated based on their choice to row number 1 in Group D. And of course, we have the 3 teams left, which are Norway, Spain, and Germany. Consequently, we have only 3 teams and 3 available groups because, of course, Group D is occupied. And therefore, we will now draw the remaining 3 teams to Group A, B, and C, decided as they are drawn from the pots with the group. So we continue with the next team. And this team is Spain. Spain goes to Group C. Next is Germany. Germany takes top position in Group A. And the last team in this row is Norway. And to conclude the draw of the women's 17 competition, Norway goes to Group B.
Once again, thank you very much, Markus. Thank you very much, Gabi and Martin, for conducting the draw. And as you can see here on my left-hand side, we do have our first results of the Women's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2026. Group A with 5 teams, Germany, France, Bulgaria, Switzerland, Serbia. Group B, C and D with 4 teams each, Norway, Hungary, Sweden, Italy. Group B, Spain, Ukraine, Slovakia and Romania in Group C. And the last one, headed by the hosts, Croatia in row 1, and as well as Poland, Turkey and Czechia. The playing dates for this tournament, it's the 1st to the 5th of July. The location, we announced it already earlier, is the beautiful Lake Jarun at Zagreb, a very well-renowned location for beach handball, for example, hosting the 2017 EHF Beach Handball Euro. As usual, we have the women's and the men's event being played in parallel, and that's the perfect transition to today's second draw. We will start with the draw for the men's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2026. You can see now the 4 pots for this tournament, again here on my left-hand side. 4 pots, 4 teams each, makes 16 in total, and to no surprise, these 16 teams will eventually be drawn to 4 groups of 4 for the preliminary round and the start of the tournament. We continue with the same persons conducting the draw, and I hand back to the Chief Sports Officer of the European Handball Federation, Markus Glaser, and as well as to Martin Hausleitner, Secretary General, and Gabi Horvath, the Chairwoman of the EHF Beach Handball Commission.
Well, we are basically ready. The draw for the men's 17 competition has a very straight number with 16 teams, as we heard in the introduction, and you could see the teams. That means they are drawn to 4 groups with 4 teams each, so a very simple draw. Of course, after pot number 2, the host Croatia once again has the chance to decide in which group they would like to go. I'm sure you already followed the procedure that we did in the girls' competition. The procedure in the men's competition is exactly the same. Once again, the teams are in the blue balls and the groups are in the white balls. And with this, I think we can start. And we have here Serbia as the first team. Serbia goes to Group D in row 4. Next is Switzerland. Switzerland goes to Group B. Romania. Romania goes to row number 4 in Group C. And the last remaining team is Turkey. Turkey taking position number 4 in Group A. And with this first step, we did row number 4 of the men's 17 competition. And in just a moment, we are going to continue with row number 3. In pot number 3, we have the Ukraine, Czechia, Italy, and Bulgaria. Same procedure as before. And we start with the blue team. First up is Czechia. Czechia joins Serbia in Group D. The next team is Italy. Italy goes to Group B. the Ukraine. The Ukraine joins Turkey in Group A. And we have one team left in this pot, which is Bulgaria. And there is one position left for Bulgaria, which is Group C. And this concludes row number 3. We have Ukraine and Turkey in Group A. We have Italy and Switzerland in Group B. Bulgaria will play Romania in Group C. And Czechia will face Serbia in Group D. We have one more pot to go before Croatia gets the chance to decide in which group they would like to join. This is pot number 2, and we are ready for France, Sweden, Poland, and Norway. And we start with the team of France. France goes to Group A. We continue with Poland. Poland has 3 groups available, and the group for Poland is Group C. Norway. Norway goes to Group B and joins Italy and Switzerland. The last team in pot number 2 is Sweden. Sweden goes to the last remaining position, which is Group D. And
thank you very much, Markus. Well, with 3/4 of this draw being conducted, let's have a quick look at how Group A, Group B, Group C and Group D stand right now. Well, we do follow the same procedure as we did for the Women's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro. Croatia, as tournament hosts, they now have the opportunity to choose the group they would like to play the preliminary round in. And in order to give them that time to think and choose, we have a look at some highlights of last year's Men's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro.
Just keep it on the low. Just keep it on the low. Just keep it.
also for the men's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2026. Croatia have made their decision, and it's over to Markus again.
So the procedure is the same again. We have Croatia as the host of the competition in the red ball. So we take the red ball and make sure that we are talking about Croatia. And as the home team, Croatia decided to go to Group C. So Croatia goes to position 1 in Group C, where they will meet Poland, Bulgaria and Romania. And now we have the remaining 3 teams, which will be drawn to the remaining 3 groups. And here we start with the team of Hungary. Hungary goes to Group B. So 2 teams to go in this competition, and there we have the team of Spain. Spain can go either in Group A or in Group D, and it is Group A for Spain, top position. And the very last one is the team of Germany. And Germany goes to Group D. And with Germany drawing to Group D, we have drawn all the 16 teams according to the pots to the respective group.
Thank you very much, Markus. Thank you very much, Gabi, and thank you very much, Martin, for conducting this draw of the men's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2026. Well, if you look at the results on my left-hand side, you can see the group composition of the preliminary round. We have Group A, Spain, France, Ukraine, Turkey. Group B, Hungary, Norway, Italy and Switzerland. Group C, with the hosts Croatia in top position and Poland, Bulgaria and Romania joining them. And Group D, the 4th group of this preliminary round, Germany, Sweden, Czechia and Serbia. The playing dates, same as for the women's event, are the 1st to 5th of July 2026. And of course, the location is also the same. The tournament will be played at Lake Jarun in Zagreb. Well, we told you at the beginning that we would be conducting the draws for 2 competitions today. The YAC 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro, as we've just done it, as well as the EHF Beach Handball Championship. However, to separate the 2 draws, we're actually going to look at one of the highlights in beach handball, and that is the awarding of the EHF Excellence Awards 2025. Those who follow our sport closely, they will know the names of our awardees already, because the winners were announced in December 2025. However, we wanted to use the opportunity of today's draw to recognize their greatness and to hand over the awards. And for the handover, I would now like to welcome me here on stage back again, the chairperson of the EHF Beach Handball Commission, Gabi Horvath. Hello and welcome back. Gabi, what does, because we're talking about the Excellence Awards, what does excellence in beach handball mean to you?
Hello, Mark. Hello, Thomas. Hello, everyone. Well, excellence means a lot more than just winning, in my opinion. It means a bunch of characteristics that makes you rise above all other players in a year, like master of skillfulness, or you are a dedicated person, and certainly characters with leadership skill, with taking responsibility, a constant preparedness, and the ability of focus in all moments. It's really, really important in beach handball. I could go on and on, but I think you get the idea. A lot of things, a lot of good characteristics to rise above other players.
Well, then I believe there's one thing missing because we need to know the names of the two people to whose all those characteristics apply. Let's name them. Who are they?
Well, this year's Excellence Award was awarded to Oliver Middel and Asun Batista.
Thank you very much, Gabi. You stay with me for a sec. Well, the names are known, the characteristics are known. Let's have a look at a video of the two of them. Well, some fantastic pictures which we've just seen here. Unfortunately, Oliver couldn't make it to Vienna today. However, he did send us a video message.
Dear beach handball friends, sadly I'm unable to attend the event, so I'm sending you this short video message instead. And yeah, it's a very great honor for me to receive such an incredible award. It's more than I could ever have imagined and really means a lot to me, so I'm very grateful for that. And of course I would like to thank everyone on my national team and the 12 Monkeys Cologne who made it possible, especially my defense, which does an outstanding job on every tournament on both teams. So thank you all very much, and now I wish you a wonderful event and I hope to see you soon on the beach. Goodbye.
Well, Oliver was named last year the best goalkeeper, not only at the Beach Handball Euro, but he was also named the best goalkeeper at the EBT finals. And while he could not make it, we're even happier that the female winner of the EHF Excellence Award is here today with us in Vienna. Asun Batista. Asun, she plays for Almeria in Spain. She was named MVP of the EBT Finals 2025, where her team won the women's trophy, and she was also a key player for Spain's first ever title at the 2025 EHF Beach Handball Euro. And in order even to add to this, it's not the first time that she has won the EHF Excellence Awards. She was already a winner 2 years ago for the 2023 edition. Asun, I'm very happy, and please join me here on stage. And Gabi, please hand over the award. Thank you very much. And Asun, if you can join me for a quick interview. It is the second time, but obviously never normal. What does this award mean to you?
Oh, this is something really special for me. But above all, beach handball is not about one player. So these awards belong to all my teammates, to all my coaches, and all the people who believe on me till today.
You're such an emotional player when you play. There's really a lot coming out of you when people see you on court. How would you describe your love for this sport?
Well, for me, it's difficult to separate who I am when I'm playing. Beach handball makes me feel free, and I can feel every emotion when I am on the court. So for me, it's my passion, and I'm so happy, and it's my passion. I cannot do it in another way.
You've been connected to this sport like for so long, like more than 10 years already. Today we saw the draw for the under 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro. What's your advice? What are your words to these boys and girls who will be taking the court in Zagreb in about half a year from today?
Well, first of all, to enjoy, because playing this kind of competition is incredible. So I think they need to enjoy, to be brave, to don't be afraid to show themselves in the court, and also trust in the teammates, in the coaches, and give everything on the court, and the result will come. But I think they need to enjoy.
Thank you so much. It's so great having you here. However, winning an excellence awards, doesn't come with nothing. You have to work a bit, and we would like to include you for the draw of the EHF Beach Handball Championship. And I would like you now, if you just join the gentleman over there, and then we'll see you back in just a few moments. And with that being said, well, we move on actually to the EHF Beach Handball Championship 2026. I did say it at the very beginning, the Beach Handball Championship is the qualification tournament for the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2027. So out of the teams who will be playing in Zagreb in summer, we will see a number of them eventually qualifying for the 2027 EHF Beach Handball Euro. And just as we did for the YAC 17, we will start with the draw of the women's event. So the women's competition includes 13 nations, and these nations will be drawn into, into one group of 4 and 2 groups of 4 teams. Again, on my left-hand side, we can already see the way they've been allocated to the different pots. So we have 5 pots for this draw, 1, 2, 3, 4 with 3 teams each, and pot number 5 with the team of Cyprus. And for some additional procedures and information, I would now like to hand over to the people conducting the draw. And it is again the Chief Sports Officer of the European Handball Federation, Markus Glaser. And for the final 2 draws of today, he will be assisted by Mladen Paracic, the head coach of the Croatian men's national team, as well as, well, you've just seen her, Asun Batista.
Well, that should be an easy draw because I have 2 experts here with me for beach handball. So I will just be in the middle and let them do the work. We have 13 teams, which again is quite of an odd number if you have to go to 3 groups. We have, according to the ranking, the team of Cyprus, which is the lowest ranked team, and therefore we have Cyprus in the pot in the middle. They will be allocated to position number 5, which is Cyprus. So Cyprus goes to position 5 in group A. Of course, we need 1 group of 5 and 2 groups of 4 in order to have the 13 teams. We have only 3 groups. Therefore, as we did before, we have 3 teams in the blue balls, and we have the 3 available groups A, B, C in the white balls. We always take first a blue ball and afterwards find out where this team is going, and we will repeat this. Of course, Croatia is not a participant on the level of the championship, and therefore we can do all the steps all the way through, including pot number 1 with 3 teams in each of them. So easy, straightforward, and I think we are ready. Please take the first ball. And we start with the team of Switzerland. Switzerland goes to Group B in row number 4. Next is Italy. Italy takes position number 4 in Group C. Serbia. Serbia goes to Group A. And with this, a first small step is done. We have Serbia and Cyprus in Group A, and we have Switzerland in Group B and Italy in Group C. And we have now Group pot 3 here on the podium, and we are ready, and we simply continue in the same way. First a team and then a group. Turkey. Turkey goes to Group B and will meet Switzerland. Czechia. Czechia has 2 groups available, Group A or Group C. And Czechia goes to Group A. Slovakia. Slovakia takes position number 3 in Group C. And with Slovakia going to Group C, Czechia to Group A, and Turkey to Group B, we concluded the draw for pot number 3. And we will move on and go to pot number 2. Once again, the same procedure. 3 teams are going to be drawn to 3 groups. There are no restrictions that we have to take care of, so we can go forward, straightforward. And the first team in row number 2 is Poland. Poland goes to Group C. The Ukraine. Ukraine goes to Group A. One team is left, which is Sweden. There is one position open for Sweden, which is Group B. And with this, we did the pots 5, 4, 3, and 2. As I mentioned at the beginning, this time we can continue right away as there is no hosting team, and therefore none of the teams in row 1 has the right to choose the group. Therefore, it is an open draw for the 3 remaining teams in the positions A1, B1, and C1. And therefore, please. And the first team here is Hungary. Hungary will join Poland, Slovakia, and Italy in Group C. Portugal. Portugal goes to Group B. And to conclude the Women's EHF Beach Handball Championship 2026, we have the last team, which is France. For France. And that concludes the draws of the teams and the groups for this competition.
Thank you very much. Well, as Markus just said, we have concluded the draw for the Women's EHF Beach Handball Championship 2026. And you can see the results here on my left-hand side. The 5 teams which have been drawn to Group A, as well as the 4 teams each which have been drawn to Groups B and Group C. The playing dates for this tournament are the 9th to the 12th of July, so just a couple of days after the YAC 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro. That's 75%, or 3 out of 4 draws done for today. One more draw to come, the draw for the men's EHF Beach Handball Championship 2026. However, before we move to this one, well, let's have a look at some great images and some great footage of last year's Beach Handball Euro.
Oh,
Welcome back, and we are ready for the final draw of today, the draw of the Men's EHF Beach Handball Championship 2026. This competition features 11 teams, and these 11 teams have been allocated to 6 pots in total. You can see these 6 pots here on my left-hand side, and they will eventually be drawn to 2 groups, one group consisting of 6 teams and the second group consisting of 5 teams. There's a bit more information and a bit more necessary on the procedures for this draw. So I hand straight back to the 3 people who have also conducted the women's draw, and it is Chief Sports Officer Markus Glaser, as well as Mladen Paracic and Asun Batista.
Well, I think we passed well draw number 1 with my experts here on the draw. Thank you very much for this. We are now going to the second part, because you did so well in the first part. The second one has a little trick at the beginning. The ranking situation in the Men's EHF Beach Handball Championship 2026 is a bit particular, because we have 2 teams on the same level on the bottom of the ranking, and that is Cyprus and Latvia. But at the same time, we have 11 teams in the competition, means we need one group with 6 and one group with 5. We are therefore now going to draw one team out of the pot, which has Cyprus and Latvia, and the team that is being drawn is allocated to position number 6 in Group A, because we have an odd number. Therefore, we have to decide by the draw which of the lowest ranked teams goes to Group A or afterwards to Group B. So I kindly ask Ansu to take one of the 2 teams from the blue balls. So this team is going to position A6. And the team is Latvia. So Latvia is allocated to position A6. The next team in the ranking is Serbia. I will therefore now move Serbia, which was prepared in the middle pot, to the pot where we already took out one of the teams, because we decided by the draw that Latvia is going to row number 6, and we can now continue in a straightforward way with 2 teams in pot number 5 and groups A and B in pot number 5, and with this we have secured that this a bit peculiar ranking situation in connection with the 11 teams has been done in a correct way. So we are back on the track and continue with the blue teams. And here we have Serbia. 2 groups available, A or B for Serbia. And Serbia goes to Group B. And if everything was done correctly, this is Cyprus. And Cyprus goes to position number 5 in Group A. So we can afterwards continue with row number 4. We have Cyprus and Latvia in Group A and Serbia in Group B. And we will now continue with pot number 4, which has the Netherlands and Switzerland. Please. And the first team in row number 4 is Switzerland. And the group for Switzerland is Group A. The Netherlands. The Netherlands go to Group B. And with this, we have Switzerland, Cyprus, and Latvia in Group A, which is a group with 6 teams at the end. And we have the Netherlands and Serbia in Group B, which at the end will be a group with 5 teams. And with this, we are ready to continue with pot number 3. And here we have the team of Turkey. Turkey goes to Group A. Czechia. Czechia goes to Group B. And we are already a bit more than halfway through. We did Latvia in row 6. Cyprus and Serbia are in Group A and B in row 5. We have Switzerland and Turkey together in Group A, and the Netherlands and Czechia in Group B. We have 4 teams left, 2 rows left, and we are ready to go with pot number 2. And this is the Ukraine. The Ukraine goes to Group A. Sweden. Sweden joins Group B. So we have 2 positions left for 2 teams, which will take the position number 1 in Group A and B. This is Norway and Poland, and we will see now where they will go. So, Norway. Norway takes position number 1 in Group B. And the very last beach handball team in the draw for today is the men's team of Poland. And Poland covers Group A on position 1. And with Poland in Group A, I thank very much to Ansu and Mladen. Very good job, very well done. We can see that you're not only experts on the court and around the court, but also with the draw. Very well. Thank you very much. We did our job. The floor goes back to Thomas.
Thank you very much, Markus. And I think I would like to take the opportunity to pass on and replicate those thanks that have just been given to Mladen and to Asun. We conducted and we concluded the draw for the Men's EHF Beach Handball Championship 2026. It was the last out of 4 draws which we conducted today. And you can see the final results here. Group A with the 6 teams of Poland, Ukraine, Turkey, Switzerland, Cyprus and Latvia, as well as Group B, 5 teams, Norway, Sweden, Czechia, the Netherlands and Serbia. Also for this, the playing dates are the 9th and the 12th of July 2026. As I've just said, it was the last draw for today. For me, what's left to say, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for following in. And I hope you will have, and I wish you a great day. Thank you.